Hello everybody and welcome. I'm the grounded Gliscor, your favorite armor holding Poketuber of this channel, and I welcome you to another team builder for the Alola International Season 1, and I'm the grounded Gliscor, your coach of the Low Land Nidoqueens. By the time of this video, your Low Land Nidoqueens are currently rocking a 7-2 score, and this week we are team building for our opponent, the Brooklyn Banettes, and the coach Slimy Quagsire. We faced Slimy Quagsire before. We faced him in week 4 and we lost that match 1-0 due to him having Water Shuriken Greninja on the squad, which actually cost us the game. If he did not have that, we probably would have been able to win the game with Nidoqueen and Gengar. So this week we are going to have the rematch versus the Brooklyn Banettes, and I'm actually really scared for this matchup because we indeed lost before, and I'm not actually planning on doing it again. So, if you're hyped for another team builder for the Low Land Nidoqueens, be sure to hit the like button down below and to actually get straight into the team of my opponent. So, for the people who don't know yet and are new tuning in into the channel, welcome. What I normally do, I will go over the team of my opponent, then I will go over over the threats that they have, then I will go over the team that you see in front of you and why I picked moves and the spreads that we have, because I normally run a bit more complicated spreads than the normal 252 EVs in each staff. So with that being said, let's actually get straight into the team of my opponent, which you also will see on your right now. And the team that my opponent has is actually going to be Mega Charizard X, Landorus Terrian, Greninja with the Tauren ability, Dhelmise, Azumarill, Neoligo, shut the freak up, web storage, Neoligo, Exurkitree, Fortress, Mesprit, Conkeldurr, and Tornadus Incarnate. So, looking at his team, we see obviously the threat that he had before, like Charizard X, Landorus T, and Greninja. Charizard Mega X is very scary because of its ability to actually Dragon Dance. And with Charizard Mega X Dragon Dancing, it can actually plow through some teams if you're not prepped well for it. It can also be a Voki Will-O-Wisp, so we need to watch out for that as well. The second Pokemon he has in the squad is then going to be the Landorus T, of course. Landorus Terrian can be physically offensive, can maybe be mixed, special. Has the option to potentially set up rocks, can also be a Double Dance set, something along those lines, which actually can threaten our team as well. Third Pokemon he has is Greninja, the bane of my existence, the thing that we lost to against last time. So Greninja can have indeed the Water Shuriken, can be physical, can be special, as we all know, because we also use a Greninja in the CDL. So we kind of know what it rocks out with, what it actually can do in terms of damage. So we need to watch out for that still, but I think we have a good opportunity to take it actually down. Then Dhelmise can of course then be a Rapid Spinner, goes Grass type with the Steelworker ability, actually gives it 3 stab moves, 3 stabs to attack with. Grass goes to Steel. With Anchor Shot it can trap people, and then it can Power Whip them, or it can actually use Shadow Claw, something along those lines, to be sure to spin them away. He also has a Azumarill now added to the squad, not long before we actually went into the last couple of weeks. He added the Azumarill due to a trade. Before, if I'm correct, he had Togekiss on the squad and traded that away for his for the Azumarill. So he now has an Azumarill, which can of course be a Sap Sipper set, can be Belly Drum, can be Choice Bandit. I really don't quite know what to actually bring versus that Azumarill, but I think that the team that we have actually works well for it. The other mon in the squad is what he brought last time, a Neoligo, of course, which is of course pretty scary. It has a high special defense stat and a high special attack stat as well. Can really abuse that. Also in pairing with Stealth Rock Sash, maybe to be a Sash lead to bring the rocks. Actually from there on out it can actually get some beast boost and do some work. He has another Ultra Beast on the squad, which is actually going to be Xurkitree. Xurkitree is also very scary. Luckily it's not a Z user, which is Greninja, of course. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Xurkitree can be indeed specially offensive, can Tail Glow Up, can put you to sleep with Hypnosis, and then actually Thunderbolt, Energy Ball, Psychic the way through each team. And he also has a Fortress, of course, which is another spinner on his team. Can also set up hazards and whatnot with spikes, stealth rocks and whatnot, and then Volt Switch also around. So we needed to take a sip of my water right here, because it's very hot right now. So that's pretty much Fortress. Can also explode with Red Card or eject button items that he can run. Explosion is common, also with Casta Berry maybe. Don't really know what to expect from it though. Came last time, and I don't know how well he thinks it can do right now. So we will see. The other Pokemon he has is going to be Mesprit. Mesprit came last time. It was a bulky Mesprit. Rocking with the Ghost Berry to take on Gengar, but actually Espeon used the berry up, so that wasn't a check anymore. I don't know if Mesprit comes again. I think it can come, but not totally certain though. So yeah, Mesprit, we saw it last time, and I'm not sure what to expect this time, because Slimy can also put in some work. Now, of course, he has Conkeldurr, which he actually got from us after we dropped him in the free agency trade. Conkeldurr can obviously be Choice Bandit, can be Iron Fist, can also be Sheer Force, Life Orb, something along those lines to hit everything pretty hard. Actually, also a big threat to my team, and I think the team that we have is still pretty weak towards a Conkeldurr. But I think we can manage plays around it though, so happy to actually maybe counter that and take advantage of it. And the last one, he also got in the free agency trade, or with a trade with somebody, I don't know. He got Tornadus Incarnate. He traded away his Gyarados, if I'm correct, and he got Tornadus Incarnate in return for that. Tornadus has the Prankster ability, so it can use Tailwind as such with the Prankster ability. And also can get Hurricane stuff, can also be specially offensive, can maybe also run mixed. Pretty much like a Tornadus Therian, only with a different stat distribution and a different ability, of course, so it does not have Regenerator. So this time I needed to be built for this team again and not bring actually the same things that we brought last time, due to our team being changed as well for the last time we faced Slimy. So I needed to come up with stuff to actually take his team on to an extent and to the point where we can bring some new stuff and actually to talk through and actually go through his team in a different way. Because last time we were forced to, for example, bring a physically defensive Blastoise to counter his Mega Charge on X, which is not now the case actually, so I'm pretty happy about that. And then we have also the additions of Regirock, Scizor, and Blister to our arsenal right now, which can and Pangoro also, which we can use this week if we want to. So let's actually get straight into the team builder for this one, and we open up this team. We are going to be Slimy with Lilith, the Gengar right here, holding the Black Sludge with the Curse Body ability, Rocket Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, Hidden Power, Ground, and Substitute. 92 EVs in HP, 168 in special attack, 40 in special defense, and 208 in speed with a timid nature. The 208 in speed plus the timid nature is enough to outspeed the Neoligo if timid max speed, and then we're able to strike back with an HP ground. I actually got that idea from Slimy from the last time as well, because he had HP ground on his Neoligo last time. I thought I can abuse that as well, and this time I run the Black Sludge Gengar with HP ground. Gengar actually can come in on Neoligo pretty safely and then set up a substitute if he wants to actually, if he then actually wants to be scared out by us, because he doesn't know what we are, because we can also be a Trick Fairy and whatnot. So we have Black Sludge because we also run the substitute. We have Sludge Wave for the extra power that we lacked last time, because last time we had a Sludge Bomb. Shadow Ball also just to hit hard as possible. And then actually substitute is to get maybe a free sub off versus something, and then hit them hard with Sludge Bombs, with Sludge Wave or Shadow Balls, and along those lines. 168 special attack is pretty much all we need, and a 92 HP and 40 special defense actually allows us to switch into Neoligo if need be. So that's that. So the second Pokemon I decided on bringing was actually going to be Gibson the Rotom Heat. With the Light Clay, rocking the Levitate ability, rocking Volt Switch, Pain Split, Reflect, and Light Screen. 240 HP, 32 defense, 68 in special attack, 148 special defense, and 20 in speed. Rocking with a Calm Nature this week. And the reason why we have a Calm Nature is to switch into his special mons that he could probably use, like Xurkitree, because we need an answer to Xurkitree. Mesprit if need be. And then, for example, Tornadus with the Hurricane and such. Because we still needed an answer for Xurkitree, and I again did not want to bring Blissey, because Blissey can be used as setup fodder, and I really do not like that versus things that can actually blow through it. Because I'm really scared of potentially a Tail Glow Xurkitree. But Rotom can actually play pretty safe towards this, and I didn't do it. And actually, the reason I decided on Volt Switch, Pain Split, and 2 screens is because I wanted to get screens because his team really, actually hits pretty hard, and we do not have quite the answers to his team, so we need to gain a little bit more of bulk, and that is what we get from the Reflect and Light Screen. Rotom can be a safe lead potentially versus his team, If he does not bring Neoligo, which I'm not certain of. If he brings Neoligo, I need to lead something else, but I think Rotom can be a solid lead. Get up the screens, get out of there, and get something in that can actually do tremendous damage towards the rest of the squad. You have Pain Split to actually recover some health off if he took too much damage, and we need to recover that off, so that's why. And the special attack is just to assure us to do some tremendous damage towards the Azumarill and Greninja with a Volt Switch if you are able to live as well. You also do some good damage towards Tornadoes, which I also need. So Rotom actually being great as it is, and I did never ever bring Screens Rotom with Light Clay, so it brings something else that people would normally expect from me. So I know that I need to pull everything out of the bank right now. So it's gonna be Rotom. Can be a solid lead. Can actually set up quite well if you got the opportunity for that, and that's gonna be that actually for Rotom. So the third Pokemon card is actually gonna be Saphira right here, which is a wrong gender as I see right now. She needs to be female. Rocking the weakness policy with multi-skill ability, rocking Dragon Claw, Hurricane, Thunderbolt, and Agility. Rocking 40 HP, 28 attack, 236 special attack, and 204 speed with a modest nature. The 204 speed allows us to outspeed everything on this team, borrowing maybe something like a Tailwind Tornado Incarnate or whatnot. And actually, after the weakness policy boost and then the agility, we're actually able to plow through his entire team. I had decided on Hurricane and Thunderbolt because we pretty much did everything. Like for example, Greninja gets Thunderbolted, Delmice gets Hurricaned, Azumarill gets Thunderbolted, Neoligo can get Dragon Claw. That's why I have it. Circuitry can get Dragon Claw. Fortress can get Hurricaned and Thunderbolted. Mesprit can get Hurricaned. Conkeldurr gets Hurricane, and Tornadoes can get Thunderbolted as well. Charizard Mega X also gets Dragon Claw, and Landorus Terrien gets Hurricane. The reason why I have 28 in attack is to ensure the KO of Charizard with Dragon Claw from full. If he is not a bulky Charizard X, we also are able to OHKO Neoligo if you get the weakness policy boost. So that's that. 236 Modest is practically all that we needed, and I did not want to drop any of our defenses because that's what we needed. The 40 HP is to get a bit of a more uneven number and a bit more bulk, and then as I said before, the 204 speed plus the agility is enough to outspeed this entire team after that. So weakness policy Dragonite, never brought it before, and agility, never brought it before, so this is going to be something new. Plus 2 Dragonite coming through, and I hope to actually pull it off and do some tremendous damage. So as I said before, we had indeed a free agency trade in our favor this week versus Slimy, and that was actually going to be the Regirock, as you see right here. Regirock, we actually took that from the free agency trade because of the bulk, and to actually be able to take on Mega Charizard X to relieve some pressure from Blastoise, because I knew we needed to face Slimy again. So I decided with Regirock to go for Maui the Regirock. Go with leftovers, rocking Clear Body of course, with Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Ice Punch, and Rest. Rocking max HP, 92 attack, 28 defense, 160 special defense, and 20 in speed. 20 in speed is actually not to get speed creep. If you actually wants to speed creep my Regirock with, for example, monsters like Conkeldurr, Fortress, Mesprit potentially, Delmice, something along those lines, and do want them to hit freaking hard by those. We have Earthquake actually to hit Charizard Mega Y. We could also add Stone Edge, but looking at his team, Earthquake hits more because I will go over them. Earthquake does more to Charizard X, does more to Neoligo, does more to Circuitry. The main reason why I swapped out for that was because Stone Edge does not OHKO Neoligo and Earthquake does. Also does tremendous damage towards Circuitry, which is great. We have Stealth Rocks. If we have the option to get Stealth Rocks up, it's going to be great because it means that we can weaken Charizard Mega X, can weaken the Landorus Terrien, and actually pretty much the rest of his team, and force him to spin with, for example, Delmice, because Charizard on the rocks is not that great of a Charizard. We also have Ice Punch to hit a mon like Landorus Terrien, since we do not get Intimidate dropped due to the Clear Body. Ice Punch also hits Delmice, can also hit Tornado Incarnate if need be. And then we have Rest, for example, if he indeed brings a bulky Zard X, you are able to rest it off and then hit him back with an Earthquake in return after we wake up, because we are able to sit out those 2 turns. And if Maui isn't able to attack the Charizard X, he can just sit there, eat the hits, and then have a nice day. The only way he can actually plow through Maui right here is if he sleep and he sets up to +3. Then he is able to do 60% towards us. Then it's going to be a bit of an issue, but I do not expect that. There's actually going to be Maui, the 28 in defense, actually able to take on the Charizard with Mega X a bit better at +1. 116 defense and the max HP allows us to lift a energy ball from modest life orb circuitry from 75%. And then with 20 speed now to get spread prep, and 92 attack ensures us to do some great damage towards the Charizard, allows us to do 45% minimum to bulky Zard X if I'm correct, and then 2-shot a non-bulky one, so that's that. So Maui comes through, and I hope Maui proves us worth it. We're drafting it for the Charizard X. I hope he's gonna prove that he is indeed worth of being here. This Bono squad's actually going to Zeratin, the Blastoise Mega. I needed to bring this versus Slimy. I really need to. And then we have the Blastoise and I with Torrent ability. After we Mega Evolve, we get Mega Launcher, so no worries. We rock Water Pulse, Dark Pulse, Hidden Power, Electric, and Rapid Spin. Rocking 100 HP, 20 defense, 216 special attack, 56 special defense, at 116 speed. This week we run an offensive speedy Blastoise. The 116 speed is for to allow Mega Blastoise to outspeed a defensive Landorus Harrian guaranteed. We also outspeed Azumarill, we outspeed Dhelmise, we outspeed Fortress, we can outspeed Bulky Mesprit, Conkeldurr we outspeed. And that's pretty much it. The rest does outspeed us, but I do not really mind. 260 special attack is to blow through some of its mons tremendously with Water Pulse, Dark Pulse. Hidden Power Electric was my best way to actually hit the Azumarill. I wanted to go Hidden Power Poison, but he has some resistances to that and immunity, so I did not want to do that. Hidden Power Grass, I do not want to risk that for other mods as well. And HP Grass would not work if he is in case of a Sap Sipper Azumarill, which is unfortunate if he is. And then Rapid Spin, of course, to get hazards away, because we need to have them away with a Rotom and a Dragonite around. So we also have 56 special defense and 100 HP ensures us to lift some special hits if need be from the Illegal. Also, we can take a circuitry hit as well from 60%, 60-70%, something along those lines. And then we have the 20 defense with 100 HP to take on the Azumarill a bit better. So that's that. Water Pulse can now blow through Mega Charizard X better than it last time did, and I really expected it to do some massive work this week. The last one I decided to bring was actually going to be Tetsu the Scissor right here, rocking also the Genlon Berry with Technician ability, rocking Natural Gift, Acrobatics, Bullet Punch, a U-turn, 220 attack, Adamant Nature with 52 special defense, 236 speed. 236 speed allows us to outspeed a defensive Landorus Harrian guaranteed. No matter what, actually. The 52 special defense is just to live a special hit a bit better, and then the 220 attack is actually what we needed. So now more intel on the set that we bring right here. We have Natural Gift paired with the Genlon Berry. The Genlon Berry turns into an 100 base power Ice move. Even a -1, it could do at least 75% towards Landorus Harrian, which wasn't good enough in my book to actually bring that. You have Acrobatics that if we use the Genlon Berry, we can have a 110 base power move off versus monsters like, for example, Conkeldurr, due to Conkeldurr being a threat. Acrobatics is then very strong from a 220 attack. Invested Scissor to an Conkeldurr. We can Oko it, I believe, with the Acrobatics. If he indeed is the max HP variant, the max special defense variant. If he's the max HP variant, he can live. Not with how much, I'm not so certain, but I know he can. And then we have the 236, as I said before, to outspeed defensive Landorus Harrian. Bullet Punch is for priority, also is Neoligo, and U-turn is there to pivot out if need be. So this is going to be the team that we bring versus Slimy. It was a really in-depth analysis, I'm sorry. I will not keep you up any longer. The battle should go up not far from today. And I'm the Grounded Gliscor, and I will see you in the battle versus Slimy, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video whenever I'm going to make, and I will see you next time, guys.